before clicking on this video, in which I'm going to show you some items I received over the past little while. So it's finally time to start this video. I was going to do it outside, right? But it started raining. So I dragged everything up, back in, smoked a cigarette in. It was it's raining. So I dragged everything back out. Then it started raining again. And so I just dragged it all in and messed around, right? What did I do? Clip my fingernails and stuff, right? And now, but I'm not going to drag it all back out there. Plus, I can play one or more records while I'm inside, right? And the rain was like a nice little summer a sun shower, right? Little pretty warm. It was nice actually, but not nice for bringing records outside in an NES game and some CDs, I guess. Hi there, Raptor. How you doing? Yeah, Solar Jet Man. The thumbnail gives it all away if you all look close enough. You might not know what some of the records are, but so yeah, I didn't think I was going to be doing this video today because I was waiting for 2 packages to hit the post office. One got there, and I waited and looked at the thing over and over for a few hours, and the other one didn't come, so I came and went and got the one, went home, and about an hour or two, two or so hours later, oh, there it is. Like, oh. So I went back on foot. Luckily, the post office is only 10 minutes away or so, right? Depending on how fast I feel like walking. There's a hill, but the hill. Yeah, they do that here, but people steal it. So I've had too many packages stolen. So I got a P.O. box. Sometimes they'd even leave packages that are big enough, small enough rather, to fit in the mailbox out on the porch. So, and those are the ones I didn't have stolen. Yeah, it's the rampant mail theft hasn't hit Canada. I know it might sound a little cliche or even what do you call it, positive, well, not racism, but Nash pointed at a country. I don't think you can call it ethnicism, maybe, but what was I just going to say? But Canada's known for being like what, a little more civilized than America, right? That's what I've heard over the years. But not that it's all sugar and sunshine. I know there are. Every country has its bad seeds and whatnot. mail theft. Apparently, it's pretty rampant here in the old U.S. of A. I'm still... All right, so I guess I'll get to the stuff. I'm going to show them a little out of order. Yeah, I thought of doing something like that, but I'm too lazy, I think. Leave some mutton meat or something in it, right? And I suspect it's one of my neighbors that was... This is old news. It's I've had my P.O. box for about... I got it in early 23. No, maybe it was early last year. I think it was 20. So I've had it about a year and a half, almost exactly. No, I don't know. It could have been her. It could have been two other neighbors at the time, one of whom kicked the bucket in October of last year or November or something, somewhere in that range. That's another story for another time, if I even feel it's worth telling. He's dead. Maybe I should let sleeping dogs lie. Yeah, it could have been that crazy one upstairs. It could have been a couple other ones. Or it could have been a random person. But there was times where it was stolen so fast that I don't think it was someone out just walking along. Not only that, there were times where I went out and there were it was stolen. It was the dead of winter and there was a ton of snow. And like not, well, no snow. There was like mail, it's hard to explain because there were like the mailman's footprints, but that was all there was. And it was there were no other footprints, right? Scumfuck losers in this building stealing my crap, perhaps most likely. And oh yeah, maybe, but where did they go from there, right? They used their jetpack when they were, because the van, because I think the mailman was like, he just pulled up and there was like one set of footprints from like the sidewalk to up the stairs. Plus it was snowing, right? So his footprints were already not super deep. It was like, it's hard to explain, but I did my detective work and it looks fishy as hell, as in an inside job, as in inside this apartment building. Losers. All right, so I'm going to do these a bit out of order. Here's a record. I'm going to put this record on. It'll probably be the one I don't know if we'll get to listen to other ones, but I'll show you the record first, so I'll lab about the rest of it. This is called Total Insubordination. It's a compilation put out by this label MCR Records in 1996. 8 Japanese punk bands, 1 song each. I believe you'd call it a 12-inch EP. Or perhaps it's a mini album, I don't know, but because it spins at 45. Oh, and the record player isn't on, so the stereo in general isn't. I always forget about the remote. I barely use this because I sit next to it. But let's use it. Function. What is your function? Phonograph. All right. 1996, I think it came out. Yeah, 96. It's one I had back in ye old day. So this one I had back in ye olden day when it was new, I guess, right? However, I don't remember. Mine didn't have that sticker, right? I bought it from a U.S. mail order. Vacuum Records, if I'm not mistaken. There's the back. It didn't have the sticker here. It is without the sticker in there. You get, the title and the bands on it there. MCR Presents, and the year it came out. Pretty cool. So we get 8 bands here. Humpty Dumpty, that's the band we're listening to at the moment. Yeah, now that you think about it, right? So, Humpty Dumpty, that's who's playing right now. Then you get Griffin, then it's Balzac, a Misfits-inspired band, right? Side 2, we get SDS, LRF, Blade, and Anti-Authority. So there's a few styles here, kind of. Anti-Authorized is pretty crusty. This song's kind of crusty in a bit, right? Crusty a bit, like an MP3 of this record, Total Insubordination. It's pretty awesome. Is that what you meant, an MP3 of this record? So, Knockout by haven't heard of those guys. I'll have to look it up on YouTube. So this song and the Balzac song, this is Griffin, I think are the 2 best on here. This song is called Kick Blood, hybrid version. There's a faster version they put out on a 7-inch years before. SDS, I think, is like pretty hardcore, crusty. It is on YouTube. Nice. This band LRF sounds a lot like The Exploited. All right, so the other thing is the one I had back in ye olden days, if I remember right, it didn't have an printed inner sleeve, or printed inner bag, I think they call it. it only had this, clear thing to store it in. So this, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember this. Maybe it did. I don't know. It was a long time ago, right? This record is 29 years old. And it was around probably February of 20 or January maybe of 2003 when my original records I had went bye-bye. Anyway, there's a printed inner sleeve here. Unfortunately, I'm gonna block. Well, not unfortunately, but maybe unfortunately, if that's what you're into. There's a picture of one of the bands, and all three of them are mooning the camera, and one's doing a little spreading, right? So that's kind of gross. Luckily, it's just a blurry photo, right? So, yeah, you get this little collage type deal. If you want to see that picture of the three dudes showing their behinds, watch the OnlyFans version, right? Because I have one, totally for real. And it's very popular. So there's the back of that sleeve with, yeah, I definitely didn't have this sleeve because I would have remembered the lyrics. So there's lyrics to 6 of the 8 songs. I don't know why. Maybe the other 2 bands didn't want to have them known. So, yeah, this one, psyched to have this one back. And here's the other. Well, actually, I like all of the songs on it, but these 2 are kind of standout, catchy. So I gotta place this somewhere, right? Next up is something I actually got not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that. I got it from the Dollar Tree. You can probably guess what it's going to be if you've seen the thumbnail, and you probably have if you're watching this, unless you didn't go look at the thumbnail. But anyway, so I got it at the Dollar Tree. It'll be 2 weeks ago, Wednesday, right? It was in a bag with a bunch of other stuff from the Dollar Tree that didn't need to be. Well, I do this a lot. Just leave things in the bag instead of, unless it's something that needs to be refrigerated, right? So it was just sitting in there, and I forgot about it until a few days ago because I saw it in there, right? It was kind of like stashed away. Anyway, it's this little Snake Eyes figurine. Mini figure. Sealed. There's 2 other ones I could have got, but I'm trying to only buy really vintagey G.I. Joe, right, lately. Well, I actually haven't bought much G.I. Joe. This is the first G.I. Joe thing I've bought in, I think 2 months, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I think I'm just going to open this. I'll probably buy maybe all the other ones too, but and keep them sealed. But I want, for one, to see if this card it comes with a little mini trading card. with a shiny, what do you call that? It's like a hologram, but no picture. What do you call that when the silver changes colors? But I wonder if there's anything on the back of it. Probably not. Probably not even a generic little copyright date. The other from 97. Is it punk rock? How old is it? And what label is it on? Doesn't ring a bell. What's the name of the album again? Let me look. Is it self-titled? How long is the album? Where was it recorded? No, I don't have to. I'm going to ask a bunch of... Oh, that's a Fat Records offshoot, right? I must have saw their name at some point. Honest Dawns, yeah, it's yeah, I'm pretty damn sure Honest Dawns is a Fat Records side label. 05-2. So it's probably an early one. I'm not totally familiar with their numbering system. 5 looks pretty low. I'm guessing 2 is to indicate a CD or something. Maybe the LP gets a 1 code. That's a guess. I'll have to check it out. I don't remember if maybe Honest, does it sound like No Effects, or is it more, because maybe that's what Honest Dawns was for. Less pop like pop punky and a little more indie rock. So it's time to flip this one over. Starting off with Hellstorm 2 by SDS, which I believe stands for Societic or Societic Death Slaughter. It might have stood for something else at some point too. Oh, I think they were Satanic Death Slaughter, maybe. Maybe not, I can't remember. So, oops, I started opening it off camera. Here's, we'll look at the figure first. Maybe. Alrighty. So here he is, Snake Eyes. And it resembles, it says G.I. Joe on the, a bunch of animals watching TV with a clown on it. That's awesome. Animals watching a TV with a clown on it. So it's based off the 85 or 80. It's version 2. I think he was from 85. Maybe 85, I think. I can't believe I can't remember that. He's got a ninja star in his hand. So I'm not sure where he's going to go. Well, actually, I am sure. I have some other mini Snake Eyes. He'll go over there, but they're messed up right now. For now, let's put him here, guarding the cat. So that's too tall. He'll be over there by the Captain Power figures. Oh yeah, Screeching Weasel. Bark Like a Dog. I don't think I've heard that one. I used to have at least 2 of their CDs, maybe more. I've got a song of theirs on this double CD. It's a Frank Sinatra tribute album from '93, and they do Chicago, which I believe is where they're from. Whoops, I just tossed something. This is the band. Doesn't this sound like Waddy? And this could be an Exploited song, like one of their more slow, like catch, sing along-y, or you know what I'm talking about. And the song is called Brawny Shaped Shit. Brawny, like, I don't know what they're talking about. So here's the front. That reflective, I guess, is what that is, right? There is info on the back. Wow, look at that. Pretty awesome. The Ninja Snake Eyes is a man with no name, no identity, and seemingly no past. Officially, he doesn't exist. Wow. I don't know if that's based on, because he has a past. Vietnam. Is this a more modern? They made him even more mysterious, right? Is that the deal? They've even shown his scarred face unmasked in the comics back in the olden days. This band also sounds like the Exploited. Even more so, maybe. It sounds like a lot of them. This song's called No Retire. Oh. All right, I'm going to continue on here after oh, it's right in front of my face. All right, next up, I guess I'll show the game. Solar Jetman. Another NES game, just a loose card, that's fine. I think I paid about $6 and change for this, with tax and shipping. I almost feel bad doing that to eBay sellers, but they set the price at that low, and no one else bid. Maybe I should send them a couple of dollars in the mail. But anyway, this is a game that was developed by Rare, published by Tradewest. And I don't know if it's an official part or a spiritual sequel, but it's heavily influenced by their old whatever computer platform they published on back when they were called Ultimate Play the Game. So you pilot a spaceship, right, and it's overhead. And you're in these worlds, and they're cavernous worlds, right? Well, I think you're on the surface and going on tunnels, but it looks overhead. But you got to go find stuff and drag it around with a tractor beam. each planet, each stage is a planet, and there's different gravity on each stage. So I played this a little. I played it back in the day, maybe a little on emulation. I popped it in a couple of times and haven't made it past the first level yet. But maybe I'll play that on stream here at some point. Hopefully and I think it has bonus levels too, so there's more than 12. So official part of the jetpack or whatever the hell, right? So yeah, when you your ship blows up, your guy pops out of it, right? And he flies around, right? That's like, and he resembles, I think, the Jetpack Man. Jetpack and Lunar Jetman. So we got Lunar Jetman and Solar Jetman. Wow. No Galactic Jetman or Solar. Well, that is Solar Jetman. It's in the solar system. So Galactic Jetman, right? So pretty nice to have another NES game to add to the little game collection I've got going. So next up is an item. Oh, and that, I don't know if not that it even matters, but maybe I did say it. The record we just listened to there, I got that, I think Thursday or Friday, I can't remember. Alrighty. So next up is some stuff I got today. On the first trip to the post office. And that is it's a record, it's an LP here, it's a compilation that I've played a few times, more than a few maybe, in MP3 form. And I guess it'll be the next record I slap on the player. A little tedious here, but I guess I'll put it the way it should go. Put it in the thingy. All right. So that record I am going to play and whatnot is this. Make sure I've got the right side. Pinch and Ouch. Another fine Japanese slab here. This one plays at 33. I've listened to this already today during my stream, as well as the next thing I'm going to show. Also, let's say, what else? That last record came off Discogs from a Japanese seller. These next two were released in Japan, right? And they came from a Mexican seller. So this person in Mexico had a couple of Japanese released records. All right, so Pinching Out, coming right up. All right, so Pinching Out. One of my favorite 1980s Japanese punk compilations, and there's a lot of competition. Maybe I'll make a top 10 in that category sometime or someday. So I won't tell you where Pinching Out would land on that list. But yeah, this is from 1985. I'm not sure if it came in that plastic is what it originally came in or not, but maybe, probably, right? So we got the very small spine print. This one's from 1985. All Japanese bands from Kyushu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Kyushu, Kyushu. And it's on KPP Records, which was a member of Koro ran the label, who are on this record. So yeah, this is a nice one. We've got let's pop it open here. Fairly generic record inner sleeve, right, to hold the record. Comes with a one-sided insert with the song titles and some pictures, a picture of each band, and some other info. So yeah, this super psyched to have this. Some copies came with a small photocopied looking piece of paper with a label address and some other records you could buy listed on it. But I can live without that for this price I got it at. And there were some priced higher that were in not as good shape according to the ratings, right? And without the insert. So yeah, we've got Guy, Gidon, S, No Cut, Aggressive Dogs, and Koro. All I have a No Cut 7-inch from '86. So we get a combination of, well, there's a lot of super catchy but still raw, plus some more hardcore-y stuff in the form of if I remember right, Aggressive Dogs and definitely Koro. And one of the Guy songs is a little more on the chaos side, the one that just played. So all right. The other item that came from this Discog seller is this Nailed Down 3-inch CD. And So this Nailed Down CD, it's an Australian band on a Japanese label. This is called Violent Distortion. There's the back of it. It was on a label called Profane Existence Far East. I believe, if I remember right, I think this is from, is it 96? Label released a good amount of 3-inch CDs, some of which I used to own this back in the day. I got to throw that out there. I did not own Pinch and Ouch back in the day. So yeah, this label, Profane Existence Far East, it's like a sub-label of Profane Existence out of Minneapolis in the USA, right? I guess they gave this dude permission to use that to be the Far East version, right? The Japanese branch that released its own unique releases, all on CD, most of them 3 inches. This was later released on a 10-inch vinyl record. There's several versions. There's 3 versions of the CD. One with a blue cover, one with a yellow, one with this white, and black, plus whatever color, right? I believe this is the one I had back in the day. So here's the disc itself. Cute little thing, isn't it? Adorable. Trying to find the way to get this CD back in. So it requires an adapter to play in my slide-out CD player, or for that matter, my computer, right? But I have one. In the previous video, I showed a Devo CD that came with one. So there's, what did I do with the cell phone? It's over there. So this is a little 3-inch CD. And it's, has 27 songs on it. So this is some hardcore punk. Maybe not straight up crust, but crusty enough, I'd say. Power violence even. But pretty fast, you know. So there's this fold out sleeve. Recording info, track list. Lyrics on the other side. I'm not sure what's up with this guy with the swastika armband. I don't think it's an endorsement of such views. I think it's just a shocking image or something. Throwing inhumanity in your face to make up some weird point. I don't know. Whoops. So yeah, this is a cool one. I'm glad to have this. I shouldn't say that after everything, right? Oh, getting the thingy back in there. So, yeah, that was straight out of Mexico, right? Well, out of Japan via Mexico, or however you say that. few more items here. I'm kind of lollygagging or something. Let me show you the package those came in, though. The mailing thing here. Hold on, I need to not dox anyone, myself or the other dude. Some pretty cool stamps, right? Slapping a bunch of stamps on there instead of paying for it, you know. That's old school. All right, time to put this little CD back in its little sleeve. Oh my God, where is it? Oh, it's up here. Derp. All right, hold on. I hope I didn't miss any messages. Wow, I've been going 46 minutes. I just looked at the time on it. I haven't been paying attention. All right. So these next items, they were all released in Japan originally, or whatever, in these forms I have them in, etc. And they came straight from Japan. Another Japanese seller off Discogs. So, before I get to the items, look at the package. I already ripped off any information that could be used in a docs, right? Look at those stamps. Another old school package, right? Pretty nice stamps. I might cut that cardboard out and save those or something. Maybe the Mexican ones too, right? Or Mexican ones. I think that's the proper way to say that. It's in the ear. What's up with that? So these next items. Oh, actually, I want to keep looking for this packaging. There's some newspaper in there that was used as, you know, cushioning or whatnot. Ooh, a Japanese, I don't know what this is. I think a newspaper, right? Pretty weird, not weird, but pretty cool, right? There's even a comic. Yeah, we're looking at this packaging. Isn't that exciting? Look at that, yeah. Look at that little comic with the cat in it. Cool. Now on to the things that was protecting. I guess I'll start with the CD. This is a CD by a Swedish band called Backyard Babies. I had this back in ye old day, right? I think it came out in '98. Of course, I didn't have this Japanese pressing of it. I had the American one. I think it might have been on Scooch Pooch Records. So we got a Swedish band here playing rock and roll-y kind of punk rock, right? It was recorded or produced by Thomas Skogsberg. You know, the legendary Swedish death metal producer. I imagine it was recorded in Sunlight Studios, which was a studio he owned. So this is, like I said, the Japanese pressing. It's like is frequently the case at like is frequently the case with Japanese versions. It has bonus tracks, 4 of them, I believe. So they packaged the CD like this originally, even the US one, if I remember. The cover is on the back, and the booklet's not really a cover. It's weird. I think the shrink might have had a sticker with the titles. I don't know, but so here we are, the Japanese version. You see that white piece of paper there? That is an obi strip. Obi strip, OBI, like a Japanese sash, right? Except it's a sash for a record or a CD. Or its packaging, to be more accurate. Would have, and this is like flattened out, but it would have been like this in the packaging. So there are the song titles. Four bonus tracks, the last of which features Michael Monroe, the vocalist of Hanoi Rocks, a Finnish kind of glam metal, maybe with some punkish leanings early on. With members of a band, Briard, one of the first Finnish punk bands. Their drummer was the guy that was killed in that car crash. He was Vince Neil's passenger in that accident. Anyhow, anything more to say about this? Not really. It's a pretty good album. It's got a few standout tracks that I'd say Let's Go to Hell and Robber of Life are the standouts, but it's a pretty good album overall. I'll give it a listen to at some point while I'm playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, probably during a stream. Okay, so that's that. Next up is the penultimate item of this video. I'm glad for that because this thing's going on for an hour and I'm kind of tired and hungry and whatnot. So here we have a 7-inch picture disc. It's Balzac. I forgot exactly what this is called. I believe it's from 1995 or is it 96? So we previously heard them on that first record, Total Insubordination. Not just partial insubordination, to total. So on to side B of Pinching Out. Oh, come on. I guess that's whatever. Okay, is that hair? Oh my god. Hair on this arm. Just a little tiny. Just one, right? So Balzac, a Misfits inspired band out of Japan. Back, all right. Here's the other side. And it's got the members on it, right? You can see Rockin' the Devil Walk. A couple of them are, right? So, yeah, I think this is Isolation from number 13. 3 songs. We got, or maybe the record's called Weird and Occult because that says that, but that's not a song on it. No, that is a song. Duh. Then you got Isolation from number 13 and Black Sunday Vanishes in Oblivion. Now, I used to, guess what? Own this one way back, right? And it's pretty high on my list, right? This is actually supposedly, when I ordered this, the person messaged me back and said that the white part was yellow. And you can't really, does that look yellow? I thought it did earlier, but I was, well, yeah, maybe. That looks pretty nice to me. It did look a little yellower in the sun, but... So this, I used to own that, and I do not remember it having, well, for one, it's in a aftermarket protective sleeve, so that was nice of me to do that. But mine just had the record and this little polyvinyl type sleeve here, clear. I don't remember it having an insert. And there was actually, well, the first, oh, it's got a musty odor. It's got that old dank basement smell. Anyhow, the first pressing consisted of the picture disc, and this could have came in this green color or 2 other colors. I don't recall having it. There's the lyrics. They're all in Japanese, even though a few lines are English. The lineup and stuff. So I do not remember having that insert, and I sure as hell don't remember it having this. The sticker. How cool is that? So I got what? 2 Japanese records that are LPs. No, one was an LP, one's a 7-inch. But anyway, they came with records. No, they came with stickers. That's pretty sweet. I'm not going to stick those anywhere, right? So don't ask me to stick it where the sun don't shine. They're going to remain in the sleeve or whatnot. Or their respective sleeves, I should say. All right, hold on here. For the final item. All right, last up. The Balzac record, that's which I got today. That was my first time taking it out of the sleeve and looking at the sticker and the insert and the other side of the record with the band photo or whatnot. It doesn't want to go back in the sleeve. There it goes. So put the thingies back in with it. Sticker, where is it? Right there in front of me, derp. Oh, and also I lied, it's not the ultimate item. There's this little, he included this flyer. I don't know if it's a man or woman, right? So whoever they were, whichever gender, or one of the other genders, right? It's a flyer for a concert or like a festival concert. It's called Devil Lock Night, the final. So I guess there may have been other Devil Lock Nights, and this was the final one. It has a lot of bands. It was on, it was a 2-day festival. Back in 2012, February 26th and February 25th, Saturday and Sunday, which Balzac played on the second day. The only other band I've actually heard of on this second day is, where are they? I forgot. Maybe that was the only one on that day. I think so. On the other day, I've heard of Bloodthirsty Butchers, Coco Bat, Garlic Boys. And Wrestling Crime Master. Yeah, I've heard of them. Other than that, I haven't heard any of the other bands. So that's kind of cool. A flyer with Balzac listed on it. So the actual, excuse me, the actual final item here. The final item is Final Days by Masami. It's a 7-inch. Another Japanese record. Japanese artist. Japanese label called TPC Records. And it's, I believe, from 1987, I think. So this is Masami. He was the vocalist of Ghoul, as well as some other Japanese punk bands, I think. I can't remember exactly. So this is his solo record. He's got some, he just sings. He's got guys from Comes, Bad Lots, London Times. I'm not familiar with London Times. I'm familiar with the others. And a couple other people that apparently weren't in any bands before. It's hard to see, but they're listed on there with what band they came from. And I believe Masami was in Bad Lots. Maybe. Maybe not. I can't remember. Was he in London Times? Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. So he's a punk dude here. 4 songs. Ramdam, Idlar, Mother Effer, and Merry Making. So I think no inner inserts or such. This is in a pocket sleeve, right? It's a whole record. So Masami, he died in 1991 of I forgot exactly what. I think it might have been. I think he went into a coma and around 89, maybe. And it may have been alcohol. His liver failed or something, alcohol induced, and he wound up in a coma and died a few years later. So rest in peace to him. And I think that he collapsed on stage, maybe. Don't quote me on all that, though. It tells it on, it's on Discogs, right? On his Discogs page. And the last thing I'll say, he had only, he only had one hand. So it would have been his right hand, I believe, there, unless this picture is image reversed. His right hand he lost in what? Fireworks accident, right? And I think if I read correctly, he may have been a bit self-conscious about his hand, or lack thereof. Because most pictures you see of him, you can't tell that it's gone. He's got it behind his back or something. But I think there's a few out there with it being apparent. So all right, the video's over, an hour and 11 minutes into it. So I guess that's it. I don't know when there'll be another junk series video coming out. I do have one more package coming, and I might order some more soon. So I'll probably, if I get anything this week or whatever, the next few packages I order, I'll pour it up until I have enough to do a video. This is like what I did this time. So there's Kuro playing. We're not going to hear the whole song probably, let alone the last one. They're the last band on this comp. So I guess what I'll do to prolong this video even longer, or is that redundant? Prolong this video. Well, I guess that makes sense. It's already long. Let's prolong even longer. Maybe it isn't. So here's my. Well, I'm gonna put this Obi strip back in backyard and things, so it doesn't get wrecked or whatnot. All right, so where's the other CD? Ooh. I rearranged things a bit. So here under the television and the NES and the PS2, I stuck my tapes and CDs and my 7-inch records under here in front of my Simpsons DVD collection thingy. So 7 inches over there. So most of these CD-wise, I didn't own any of these until about 2 months ago, except for these loose ones, one without a back tray. I had those kicking around for a while. Cassette-wise, these 6 ones without cases or jackets or J cards, I had those kicking around. The ones in the cases, I had 3 of them kicking around. Bob Dylan, The Damned, and The Doors. The rest I got a couple of months ago or sooner. Likewise, the 7 inches, that's what I've gotten in the last couple of months. And I have, 2 to add to it. Hold on here. There it is. So I'll alphabetize them at some point. And actually, Balzac will go on the front in the front anyway. It comes before Brother Inferior. And Masami, I guess I'll alphabetize him. New Bomb Turks, Index. I guess we will listen to the whole record. So there's Masami in between the Index. I think I'm going to end up moving these guys at some point. Yeah, they're in the way of progress. All right, I think I have an idea. Push him back some. I don't think it's gonna work. Get Daffy up in there. Get him. This is fun. All right, so Masami in between New Bomb Turks and Index. Aw, you rotten such and such. All right, try again. Oh! Made it in there. All right. So Balzac is up front and personal here. So that's kind of cool. What was that noise? Someone sent a game message. Someone made a move in Words with Friends. So I got to get this over with and get to that game. All right. So the Backyard Babies, I've got these alphabetized as well. In between Anti-Scene and Devo. That's a 3-inch Devo CD, but it's well, it's got the adapter, right? So it needs to be in that 5-inch case. It's a slimline CD single case. What else is there? I don't know about this for now. I guess I will put that there. I plan on getting more of those 3-inch CDs in general, and more specifically, more of those Profane Existence Far East 3-inch CDs. So on to Solar Jetman and where that's going to go. So here's my game collection at the moment. It's not super large, right? But it's a lot larger than it was 2 months ago. In other words, that's when I started doing this, about 2 months ago, maybe, buying games and systems and such. So they're down here by some DVDs. And actually, I should switch those with those because be more likely to watch these. They're horror ones. Anyway, so we've got the PS2 games, a couple of complete in box, I believe, especially for the Operation Wolf NES games. Then the NES games with some PS1 games on the top of them. I'm already hitting the limits of my space for this, so these DVDs got to go sometime. So there they are in alphabetical order. Whoops. The one on the bottom in the blue case is Blades of Steel. All right, so what do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 NES games. Whoops, did I count that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I did. Derp. Actually, it's 8 games, right? Because Mario and Duck Hunt is 2. 7 cartridges. I generally keep my NES Advantage down here on the floor, but I think I should do this, right? Maybe. Oh, there. Maybe not. I don't know. It seems a little more stable like that. So, that's that. Pretty much, right? Unless I can, maybe. Oh, but he's too tall to be in front of my CDs. I don't know where these guys are going to go at some point. The old Muppet Babies. And these two and these two are, guess what? Mighty Mouse. Then we have various Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny and Pals, right? Looney Tunes. This robot dino thing. I thought it was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for a long time, but apparently it's something Ultimate. It's got some long name. I believe it was inspired. It's like a post Power Rangers thing. You got Tom and Jerry, and then there's Mr. Peabody from Rocky and Bullwinkle. And last but certainly not least, this, what I'm assuming, is a generic dog with its head on. It's not a bobblehead in the sense of its head being too big, but it spring head, right? This was in a box across the road with a few other items that someone just left there. Snatched it up. Doggy. All right, I guess that's enough. Oh, except I guess I'll show you my scant few 12 inches. Not that 12-inch records. I don't know if that wouldn't have even made sense, right? I've only got 4 of them. LPs, except for I'd call Total Insubordination a 12-inch EP, right? Or is it a mini album? They're not in order. So, da 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 da. Snake Eyes, he's going over there somewhere. See that white the white part in the middle of the screen. He's going to go there somewhere. I've got a few G.I. Joe sub-series in one row. G.I. Joe Extreme and Sergeant Savage, which are a little bigger than the regular Joes, so they've got their own row, and I'm going to put the small figurines and whatnot over there. All right, so I hear macaroni and cheese calling my name, and a cigarette, and some, maybe a Klondike bar. So with that, Raptor ZX3, thanks for stopping by and chatting. And if you are still watching this, well, I think I can remember the other on Honest Dawns. I think I'll remember that. Knockout, maybe I will remember that. Spanish punk band Knockout. So thanks for stopping in and suggesting a few or sharing your some of the CDs you got there I can check out on YouTube. And thanks to other people, whoever you were that stopped in. I'm pretty sure I saw a 3 at one point next to that little view counter. And what time is it? 5:35. So I probably won't play Grand Theft Auto on stream today again. So tomorrow I will play it, and I'm sure I will listen to the records I didn't listen to, records or CDs I didn't listen to on this video. I listened to Nailed Down on today's GTA stream, as well as Tension Out. I listened to Total Insubordination on a stream already, but I'm sure I'll play them again at some point. So what did I not play today? Or at all in some form? The Backyard Baby CD and the Masami record. Is that it? That's it. And I didn't play Solar Jetman. Anyway, I guess again, now there's 2 people here. But I'm hungry and tired and such, so goodbye and thanks again. See you later.